Our next contestant is Christopher Quintana. Christopher is pursuing a PhD in philosophy in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Presenting Aristotelianism for Technological Development, here is Christopher Quintana.
Now, I'm going to start with a rather obvious observation, which is that every day we interact with a variety of digital interfaces and digital environments. They help us work, they help us avoid work, they help us make friends, and depending on what those friends post, they help us lose those same exact friends. Now, there's a history of this, of course, right? Moving from the computer, which was often in dusty university rooms, not one like this, and into the home with the personal computer. And this was also enhanced once we had the smartphone revolution, and of course, one that has a nice intuitive design. Now, many parents and grandparents, of course, will lament that so many younger generations are, quote unquote, glued to their phones. But those same generations can be found on their phones as well, scrolling, sometimes a bit slowly and a bit awkwardly, but still spending a lot of time there nonetheless. Now, despite all the great advances that technology has provided for us, my thesis tries to provide a critical framework to evaluate these technologies, and in particular, their user interface design and the design of the experience that you have while you are on it. And I take inspiration all the way from ancient Greece with Aristotle and his vision of what the role of the virtues are for the human animal. Virtues such as empathy, temperance, understanding, sort of crucial democratic virtues, but also, and the one that I particularly zero in on, practical rationality, which is the kind of rationality we need to act in the world and to also be able to think for ourselves what it is that we want to pursue and how we want to pursue it. Now, within philosophy, there's a history building of ethics of AI, of ethics of narrow forms of AI, such as artificial intelligence, or rather algorithms, and even with privacy. But I think there's less work being done analyzing the user interfaces which make these technologies really come alive and make us really spend our time and give it our attention. Now, I think the time is ripe for something like this. I think we've becoming a little more conscientious about the societal impact that technology might have, especially social technologies. We've seen this with teen mental health. We've also seen this with even some governmental concern over things called dark patterns, which are patterns in designs that undermine your capacity as an independent, practical reasoner. Now, I think what's at stake for me, though, is not simply something governmental or of grounding certain policies, but this question of technological mediation. And by that I mean, what happens to us when so much of our social and personal activity is mediated by technology? My concern is that we're going to take complex problems of the social world and think that they truly are as simple as the click of a button. Thank you.
Fantastic, Christopher. Thank you for that presentation. Now, Christopher, I understand that you are a pioneer in at least a couple of ways. Can you share a bit about how you are breaking new ground in your family?
Well, I'm a first-generation American, and I'll be, hopefully soon, the first in my family to have a doctoral degree.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. Dr. Westrate, what comments do you have for Christopher?
Christopher, thank you for that. Thank you. As someone with 2 teenage daughters, I can tell you how important I think this is and how much I absolutely don't know how to deal with it. So I really appreciate the fact that you're doing this work. I think it's more crucial even than you made it out to be. So good luck to you as you continue and as you finish. And publish, so that we can all learn from your advances. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.